I've been getting a lot of comments like this saying things like, they're just cats, or there are way more important things going on in the world right now. And you know what? I agree. Wholeheartedly. They are, in fact, just cats, and there are many way more important things happening in the world right now. And you are well within your rights to believe that the only creatures worthy of compassion are humans, or that the only issues worth paying attention to are the most important ones. But I don't.
I recently received one of the most heartbreaking rescue requests I've ever encountered. A tiny lamb born completely blind and rejected by his mother with no place to go. He had an extremely low body weight. This, on top of being rejected by his mother, meant his chances of survival were low. When I got him home, I immediately fed him some warm milk and checked his temperature. His temperature was slightly below normal, and he was very hungry. As soon as he finished eating, he fell asleep in my arms. For their first few days of life, lambs need to be bottle-fed every 3 to 4 hours. I stayed up all night with him, monitoring his condition and giving him regular feedings. Miraculously, he made it through the night. This greatly increases his chances of survival. More than 70% of lamb fatalities occur in the first 48 hours. He's so brave and so strong, but he's not out of the woods yet. It will take many weeks for him to gain strength and learn to navigate the world without vision. If you'd like to make a donation towards his care, the link is in our bio.
Our animal rescue team was recently called out to a stranded seal pup. We set a barrier on the beach and monitored its health. After watching it overnight, it was determined to be in good health and return to the ocean. If you ever find stranded wildlife, keep your distance and call local professionals.
So today I picked up this little baby kitten, an orphan kitten that the shelter got in, only expected to be about 3 days old, clearly hungry. And the hope is that Salty here, our foster mama with kittens, will be willing to take her in as another baby. Especially since Salty, sadly, this last week just lost one of her 4 babies. So, first thing I'm gonna do, make Salty a little upset by taking away her babies, putting them together so that new baby can pick up the scent of her current babies. Her babies are about a week old, but they look about the same size. Oh, she's suckling. Don't suckle on the babies. One more. My Salty girl. Love pets. One more. All right. Hi, Nugget. Okay. So with these babies, oh, here comes Salty. Those your babies, Salty? Whoop. Look, Salty. Let's see. That's a good sign. Uh-oh. We're dropping babies, though. Okay. Okay. Let's get that scent on new baby. Do you guys want to accept the new baby too? Whoop. Umbilical cord still on. Huh, Salty? There's a little heating pad under these blankets too. Oh my gosh. She's already cleaning the new baby. That is a good sign. Did you accept a baby? You're so good, Salty. All right, then let's put them all in. All right, I know. Do 2 little babies at a time. And here goes Salty. Salty's like, give me my babies. 2 babies. And, oh no, 2 more babies. Good girl, Salty. Okay, back up. Make sure you're not smushing any babies. Good. Okay, here we go. You let this one nurse. Whoop. Don't kick it. Good girl, Salty Mama. Good girl.
Is that a rattlesnake?
He is a bull snake, so he is perfectly harmless.
Oh my God, you're getting that close? What the hell?
Come here, sweetie.
Oh, you a better girl than me.
She's a big
No,
one.
oh my God, no.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for calling us so I could come get her.
You are
made a new friend along the way. I adopted Salad, and she had 4 kittens. Because she was so starved through her pregnancy, 3 had deformities and passed away. Then, a few days after I'd gotten all the cats out, an arsonist set fire to the cat shed. I didn't think Breakfast Sandwich would survive, but he is 9 weeks old now and doing great. I am so happy I got to meet him, and Salad is the most wonderful cat. They healed my heart, and I can't wait to see them grow. Answering questions about my cat rescue story. Q, why didn't you call the police? I have contacted the authorities, animal control, and elder services multiple times. I never get a follow-up. I'm not the only one. She lives in an apartment complex, and that shed is shared space. I would not pay rent if my landlord let someone hoard animals. I don't get it. Q, do you need help paying for this? Are you rich? No, thank you. This all happened a few months ago. A shelter helped me with the kittens, and my amazing followers on Twitter and Instagram helped me with the vet bills. They really saved those cats. I am so grateful to them. Q, who started the fire? An arsonist set a bunch of buildings on fire that night, including apartment complexes. He tried to burn mine, but was caught and chased away. The timing is very suspicious, though. Q, did all the cats escape the fire? Yes. I had just gotten all the cats out of there. Q, does Breakfast Sandwich have cerebellar hypoplasia? The vets aren't sure. His legs and spine feel normal, but he certainly does have a very special walk. I had made some braces for his legs to get them in the right position, and we do therapy and massages every day. He has improved a lot.
We're doing a rescue mission. Here's Mom and her pile of babies. Here's Troy. And there's a baby.
I gotta hurry up then.
There's a... Alright. Shit. Okay. What can I do?
It's a big ass fish.
Uh-oh. They're communicating back and forth. Okay, here we go. Where's she?
Oh! I got you. Relax.
Oh my god, you got it!
Relax.
You got her!
Relax. Look, okay, come over here, Sarah.
Okay.
So I can pass them up.
Okay.
Can you see my hand?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm so happy! I am so happy! Hello! Whew. Okay. Mama, here's your baby. Here. Nope, wrong way. Nope. This way. That's your mom. That's your mom. Oh. The siblings greeting each other. Oh my god.
Go that way. Bring your babies up.
Oh my god.
Fucking babies. Yeah, you pick them up.
Oh my god.
And then they're gonna keep going. Go that way. Yeah.
Oh my god, best moment of my life. Literally my whole life. Yep. I could die. And oh my god. Oh my god.
Go that way. That's everybody.
I found this kitten dragging herself in the hot concrete street with ongoing traffic passing on top of her to lie. Noticed her and stopped. Turns out she was 2 days old and had to be bottle fed every 2 hours. Both me and my dog raised this little miracle. When she first opened up both eyes, she was so proud of her.
Through
She had a monkey face.
Was all just she and I together, like it was meant to be.
I named her Miracle. You are so loved, baby girl.
So I got an answer back. My conservation friend said the best thing to do is put him back in the hole, but the hole is up there. There's his little sibling. So our only option is to run home, hope he's still here, and come back with a ladder and gloves or something, because he said not to pick him up with just your hands because he'll rip right through him with his claws. So if we leave, hopefully he is still here, because there's a lot of off-leash dogs and children and things in this park. So I don't know. You poor babies. So Andrea's climbing up the tree.
Look at him.
I know. He's literally asking for help. He's talking. I've never seen anything this cute in my whole entire life. Okay. Trying to see if he can use those pegs and get up there high enough to pop the owl back in to his home. Okay, buddy. I know we're gonna try. You're very chatty. I know we're trying, baby. Okay, so Operation Climb the Tree doesn't work because it's rotted in. I'm looking for a branch that is long enough that we can lift him back into a spot, and hopefully he'll hop right back in. Step 1 is put owl on branch. Step 2, climb picnic table. Step 3, lift branch high enough for owl to get back in his home. Okay, baby. Can you hold on to the branch? You are a bird. Just don't fall off, okay? Hold on tight. I'm gonna go climb. Operation Owl Rescue is a success. He is back with his sibling.
I don't wanna come off strange. Excuse the look on my face. I'm trying my best to behave. Is it gonna sound cliche? I feel like we should be closer. Tomorrow I wanna know, yeah. I don't wanna know what you're drinking. I just wanna know what you're thinking. At the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. I don't wanna start the beginning. Show me everything that you're feeling. At the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. Fuck all of the small talk. Give me all the real stuff. Let's start at the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. Tell me all your secrets. Kiss me like you mean it. Let's start at the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. Don't know how long I've been waiting for a change my life conversation. Could you change my life? Could you do it tonight? Excuse my fucking impatience. I'm just trying to get you naked. Your body to mind, your body to mine. I don't wanna know what you're drinking. I just wanna know what you're thinking. At the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. I don't wanna start the beginning. Show me everything that you're feeling. At the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. Fuck all of the small talk. Give me all the real stuff. Let's start at the end of the night, at the end of the night, at the end of the night. Tell me all your secrets.
saddest story that our group's ever had to deal with. Even though we rescue hundreds of cats every year, we get these really sad cases like this, and it just breaks your spirit. This here is Petal, and I actually saw her in my driveway about a week ago, covered in blood. I live 3 houses down from a big cat colony, and their cats are mostly cream-colored, so I knew she had to be one of theirs. When I spoke to them, they actually knew about her. They told me that for the last 2 years, she had been bleeding out of her rear end like that, and they were just waiting for her to die. A few years ago, I had raised money and gotten all 30 of their colony cats fixed and given shots, so I was really surprised that they didn't tell me about her or ask for help. We set up multiple vet appointments this week, but weren't able to catch her until this weekend, when of course they were closed. So Saturday night, she was brought indoors for the first time in her life. She smelled so bad and appeared to be covered in lots of feces as well as blood. And every time she would move around in the cage, she would just leave trails of blood behind. We decided to give her a bath to try and relieve her from some of the crusted feces. And that's when we found the absolute worst wound I'd ever seen. We had no idea that underneath all that feces was a massive wound that had penetrated and destroyed an entire section of her GI tract. And as soon as we realized it, pieces of her stomach actually fell out into the sink. We quickly finished her bath after sanitizing the area and wrapped her up in a towel, trying to contain her stomach inside of it. Luckily, we have the best vet, and we immediately texted him. Unfortunately, he does not think that this kitty is going to make it. I just wish I had known about her sooner. I can't imagine the pain that she's been in for these last 2 years. And as much as we want to give her pain meds, we have no idea if her liver is damaged or what else could be infected from all of the sepsis. So it's not safe to give her any. She goes to the vet in the morning, but they've warned us that this is an extreme case and doesn't sound good for her. She's a fighter, but how much damage has been done? Hey everyone, this is probably the hardest video that I've ever had to do, but our sweet Petal has crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. When the vet looked at her, they found that her entire body was toxic, and they had no idea how she was still alive. So we had made the decision to end her suffering and finally let her be free. I know this is not what we all wanted, and we were hoping for better, but in her name, we're going to use the rest of the donations to save all the homeless kitties we can.
While traveling in Mexico, we found and rescued this mother and her 9 puppies. But then when we shared it on our social media, everyone kept asking us about this dog. He was a local, unneutered male who seemed a little extra invested in all the mommy puppy action. People were commenting, is that the father? Is that his lady? Can we go back for him? Can we help him? So, with the owner's permission and everyone encouraging us, we went back for him the next day. Not only did we pay for him to get neutered, but we also took a DNA sample to see for sure if he's actually the father of those 9 puppies using Wisdom Panel's new relatives feature. So while we wait for the DNA lab results to come back, we'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you think he's the father? If so, should he pay puppy support? Like and follow for the results in part 2.
How long have we had that squirrel behind us? Guys, this squirrel was following us when we were walking. He wants like to be carried. You got him, Jen? You got him. He's not gonna bite you. Let's go. Oh my god. It's okay, Jen. It's okay. Unless he's injured. But he's a baby and we just don't want him to get hurt. He seems lost.
Last week, we were contacted about a very strange and sad case. A local man found this plastic critter keeper in the woods while mushroom foraging. These were the pictures he sent us. Inside that critter keeper, he found 2 young ball pythons. The substrate was caked onto the side of the critter keeper, and in this shot, you can even see a native isopod crawling around. This leads us to believe that they may have been there for quite some time, a couple days at least. We've taken in a lot of abandoned animals over the years, but what makes this case different is these snakes were not left in a place they could be easily found. They were so incredibly lucky that this man happened to stumble across them before they dehydrated or overheated. This is the bigger of the two ball pythons, and we decided to name her Chanterelle. She did have a few small abrasions, but appears to be in decent condition otherwise. After their intake exams, we gave each snake a soak so they could have a chance to drink and rehydrate. The second ball python is definitely in rougher shape. He's fairly underweight and was definitely dehydrated upon intake. We decided to name him Morel. He does also have this strange head wound. While it does appear to be somewhat healed, we definitely want to get it checked out by our veterinarian. We're not entirely sure what could have caused a wound like this, but it may have been a bite from a live rodent. Just one more reason to feed your snake frozen thawed if at all possible. After getting them set up in basic quarantine enclosures, we did offer each of them a meal, and thankfully they both ate. Of course, we can't be sure how these snakes ended up in the woods. At one point, we wondered if they might have even been thrown from a moving car, but they were found about 50 feet from the road. Either way, there's no reason for this to happen. Animal shelters and rescues are here for a reason. If you need help, all you have to do is reach out.
Lights will guide you home and ignite you.
This puppy rescue is guaranteed to make your day.
Dude, that's good. Oh, poor buddy, he's so scared. There he is, there he is. We got him. Oh, no, 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 no. Poor buddy, he's so scared. Come here, buddy. We got him. Oh, buddy.
All your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you.
Nos vamos. ¿Sí o no? Bueno, ok. Ay, tú estás cómodo ahí. ¿Tú estás cómodo?
Please excuse my voice as I've been sick over the past few days. But we wanted to make a quick video about why we don't badmouth the people that surrender animals to us. And we ask that you don't do it either. The first reason is that you really don't know what was going on in that person's life. We've taken in animals when the owner passed away or was suffering from life-threatening medical conditions. We've taken them in from people with dementia or severe mental illness. We've had surrenderers who were homeless, fleeing from domestic violence, incarcerated, or deploying overseas. The second reason is that we don't want to discourage people from reaching out for help. Sometimes the best decision somebody can make for their animal is to surrender it to a reputable rescue. Making that decision can be really hard for some people. Would you want to surrender to a rescue if you thought they were going to publicly bash you and allow their followers to say nasty things about you? I know I wouldn't. The saddest cases we get are when the owners waited too long to ask for help, so don't discourage them from doing that. Rescues that speak negatively about the people that entrust them with their animals don't last as rescues for very long. The final reason is that you also don't know what the person did for that animal before it came into our care. We've had animals surrendered in absolutely terrible condition, but the owner had repeatedly sought veterinary care. Unfortunately, sometimes health issues are misdiagnosed or just don't respond to treatment, so it's not always that the owner wasn't trying. Now, I will say, we've had 3 different animals that were surrendered to us after being found in a trash can or dump. If you want to badmouth those people, go right ahead. You definitely won't hear us defending them. Thank you to everyone who understands why we ask this and why it's so important to us as an organization.
A few weeks ago, we made a video about a jeweled Lacerda that was surrendered to us and was born without feet. And last week, the breeder reached out to us again. A second clutch of eggs hatched, and 4 of the babies were also born without feet. The breeder thinks this may have been caused by a problem with his incubation temperatures, but it could also be genetic. He asked if we would be willing to take the 4 additional babies, as he wanted to make sure that they went to great homes that were prepared for a special needs reptile. So, please welcome Lieutenant Dan, Nubbins, Tiptoe, and Metric. And we've named the original Lacerda Achilles. Despite their lack of feet, these little guys seem to have decent mobility and are getting around pretty well. While we may end up keeping one of the Lacerdas, the rest will be monitoring and adopting out once they've gotten a little bit bigger. If you'd like to donate towards their care, the link is in our bio.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping that was planted in my veins, within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone.
I came across this very scared small dog, and I thought my interaction with her would be helping her warm up to me, but that wasn't the case. I quickly realized that really all she needed was some love from a human. For the first few minutes after she jumped into my lap, she was still shaking, but eventually she stopped and calmed down. I sat with her as long as I could to help her feel comfortable and safe. After several minutes of sitting with her, I tried to pick her up to set her back down on the floor. But what she did next was very sweet. She crawled up onto my shoulder to get closer to me. When I eventually did set her down on the ground, I brought her another cover and used her existing cover to make a barrier in order to help her feel a little more comfortable. I gave her her food bowl, and I hope this little nest makes her feel a little more comfortable.
I'm not fake.
Christ, only you're the sin. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need.
The thing goes grrrr, pop, pop, tap, tap, tap. Skitty keep pop, pop. And the poop, poop, boom, boom. Skia, boom, 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 boom.